Hey everyone! This video is the second part of 3 in which I'm customizing some old thrifted Easter Bunny figurines that I got from a flea market a long time ago. So for this video I'm going to create a girlfriend for Terry. If you don't know him, eek, just watch my previous video. Okay, here she is. Cute fur texture, cute eyes, and a cute little pose somehow, which seems to be a little uncommon for a bunny, but okay. Oh, there it is. She has an even worse issue than Terry had. Look at her nose. This person who made these figures obviously loved cats. I mean, this is supposed to be Bunny, is it? And there, the same paw situation again. These are cat paws. But well, at least there are no pink dots left where there should have been claws, like poor Terry had. Yeah, other than that, she looks quite fine, but looking at her pose again, cats often sit like this, do they not? Well, maybe this figure is supposed to be a fusion out of a cat and a bunny. Thinking about it, I kind of love the idea to fuse bunnies and cats together, but not like this, to be honest. Okay, now let's start modifying her. So, Terry's girlfriend. The first thing I want to change on her is her nose. The longer I look at it, the more I feel kind of uncomfortable. Don't get me wrong, all noses have their purpose and prettiness, but not in my craft room. Not this day and not with this special girlfriend for Terry. Oh, I love her so much more with her bunny nose already. She has a facial expression that tells you I'm cute, I'm lovable, my eyes are nice and stuff, so I don't feel that I want to make her angry looking. But I want to give her the same unpleasantly wide smile that reminds me of the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland. Thinking about it, I might have a little bit of a double standard. I mean, if I complain and remove all the other cat features and in return I give them a fantasy cat feature back. Let's not think too much about it. Creepy smile finished. Now the cat paws shall turn into bunny feet. For these I just stick a blob of clay on her feet and try to put a fur texture on top of it, so it looked like this in the end. Okay, since Terry got a tree on top of his head, his girlfriend needs something special to her as well. The first thing that came to my mind was flowers. Flowers are plants, like trees. And flowers are colorful and they make most people smile. Maybe not those who are allergic to them, but anyways. So my spontaneous plan is to make some flowers out of wire and glue them all over the body to the rabbit. For that I took my wire cutter, a styrofoam piece, which I once got in the mail as a protection device, some wire and some old nail polish to color in the petals. I have to mention that I don't use nail polish myself, so I purchased these some time ago secondhand for a bargain. This polish is very old and expired, so I wouldn't recommend it to use on people anymore actually, but for making crafts it is all good and so they won't go to waste. Well, I didn't really have much experience to make wire flowers, so I thought this tiny spiky petal form would be pretty once I put them together. Well, off camera I'd dipped the petals with the nail polish and I twisted them together. It turns out that they look more like a blue thistle and not like a pretty flower. Well, lesson learned. And I also learned that nail polish destroys styrofoam. It eats its way right through it. I don't know if this is healthy. Poisonous nail polish flowers. Well, off camera I tried another petal form than that spiky ones and I made a little color swatch on that tiny thing there. I thought this form looked the prettiest. So on to mass production and nail polish coloring. To color in all these petals took me so much time. Here, this is real-time footage of how often I had to try to make a solid polish film on just one petal. And even after I succeeded, I really needed to be careful that the thin film would not rip again, because there was always a heavy color blob that would rip the whole thing if it didn't dry enough and you put it vertical too early. Okay, one done, several more to do. Fun fact, the tiny tail of a bunny is called Blume in German, which also means flower. So, this is the result of 3 hours of work, and the styrofoam got a little bit more destroyed. The next step was to actually twist all the petals together until they looked like flowers. Yay, 2 flowers! I liked how they looked, so I decided to make a bunch more of them. Ta-da! Finally, it was painting time. I gave her a layer of white paint off camera to have an even underground to paint on, and of course I used my already tinted cup of water. I personally think that dirty water doesn't show up that much in mixed opaque acrylic color, but maybe I'm just trying to justify my laziness to get some clean water. Anyways, I thought it might be cute to paint the bunny in a lighter pastel version of the colors of the flowers that are going to grow out of its body. Well, a little bit like it is with real animals. Everywhere an animal has a different color in its fur, their skin has a different color as well. So, to match the colors of the flowers, I laid them for reference in front of me, and as soon as I thought I matched the colors, I added a bunch of white to them to make them more pastel-like. At first I was like, oh, what a pretty peach color, and went all in with the coloring. I even created a smooth blending with the pastel yellow, which I really liked as well. But as the bunny got colored in more and more, I suddenly realized that I turned her into a meat sausage. I couldn't get that sausage picture out of my head once I thought about it. So I changed plans and decided that I wanted the bunny to turn purple. It might also fit a little bit better to Terry's color scheme anyways. But as soon as I turned her purple and yellow, she suddenly reminded me of a different something to eat. I hate that. But well, I thought some darker purple metallics and the flowers in different colors are going to save this mess, so I just continued. I also think that the purple metallic helped me to create some depth and shadows to the light purple, and the metallic is repeating in the tree from Terry, so that's good as well. Maybe it is now time to think about a name for her. Although I'm coloring her indifferently, she will always be a meat sausage underneath. So maybe in reminding of this terrible color palette choice, I will name her Meat Chocolate. Don't tell me that this is not a name for the perfect fantasy bunny girlfriend with flowers that are growing out of her. Oh my. I like her so much better with these colors. Okay, as soon as everything dried, I glued all the flowers on top of her with my glue gun. Poof! To hide all the wire, I glued a lot of sparkle dust just everywhere. She also gets a sparkle butt. Now that I look at her, I think the name Meat Chocolate is a little bit harsh. Maybe we just use the first few letters of the word meat and let's call her Miriam. Yeah, Terry and Miriam. Perfect. In the next video, both of them are getting a child together. Stay tuned for that. I hope you liked what you've seen, and till the next video.